Hey guys, I'm Ryan.
I'm Adam.
And this is Two Neighbors. So Adam, what are we checking out today?
All right, guys, we are going back with some Bill Burr. Now, This isn't just any Bill Burr. This is Bill Burr on Conan. So this one is called Bill Burr. Canada is not some post-racial paradise. That's what it's called. So I imagine this is from the Conan O'Brien show. Of Bill Burr being on his show, and yeah, that's about all I know.
So we went and saw Bill Burr live, and highly recommend it.
We would have filmed some stuff, but they actually made us put our phones in these little sleeves, and they lock them before you go in, so we got nothing except for a photo at the front of the Scotiabank Arena.
And a good time. And
a great time.
Memories. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe that's proof that it does work, because we would have been out here just showing you a bunch of Bill.
Definitely.
It's like, oh, look at that. It was really it was weird. I don't know if you guys ever been to a concert where they literally make you like lock your stuff. You carry this pouch around with you, and you can't really get at your phone.
Another thing that's also weird is seeing like a stand-up comedian in a place like Scotiabank Arena that holds like 18,000 people, and seeing a stand-up in that environment.
Oh, it was great.
It was amazing, awesome. But it was weird because I've seen most stand-up where it's like, you know, you're in a room with like maybe 1,000 people or something like that. I've never seen it on that scale, and it's quite an experience.
Hearing 18,000 people laugh at like the top volume is something else. It really is. So highly recommend, if you get a chance to see Bill Burr or anyone in that environment, check it out.
Yeah, Bill Burr is definitely, if you haven't seen him, go see him live.
Yeah.
Before we begin, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel Two Neighbors. We really would appreciate it. Don't forget to turn on the little bell for notifications, because we post content a fair amount and we don't want you to miss it. And also check out my new channel, The Canadian Show, on the TikTok, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. So please check out The Canadian Show, and I'd very much appreciate it.
On the TikTok.
On the TikTok.
Are you on the TikTok again?
You know, I'm in my 30s and I'm on TikTok.
It's like, are you on the TikTok?
Are you on the TikTok? It's like when parents used to say, oh, you know, on the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
The Facebook. Anyways,
all right,
let's get into it.
Let's roll.
The immigration site to move to Canada crashed. Do you think people are going to really move to Canada? Do you think
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah, there's too many people here. The rent's too high and all that. Just thin it out.
What do you think happens
Give us
in
a little
Toronto?
negotiating thing. And then what's going to be funny up there, it's not going to be Michael Moore's Canada. What he said, oh, you keep your doors unlocked and everybody's drinking syrup. And yeah.
He didn't say everyone's drinking syrup.
Anybody of color that tried to make it playing hockey up there, listen to the stories they have. You'd be like, were you in Alabama? No, it was in Manitoba. Yeah, those are still white people up there. Just because they're on the other side of the invisible line doesn't mean that they're not going to act like white people.
Yeah. So you're not a big fan of Canada, is what you're saying?
No, I love Canada, but I don't go up there with like this starry look in my eye, like everyone's going to be riding around on mooses. It's just like these people, they're human beings. They're selfish. They're into what they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Conan, I really don't, you know, I don't pay attention to things.
I know. That's why I love getting
Although
your take.
comedians pay attention to everything.
Do you think the debates had any
Especially
impact at
him,
all?
actually.
We had to watch so many debates. Do you think it had any impact on the election?
No, I think people already made up their mind. Like, I was dying laughing by the fourth one. I was just like, who are these people sitting there in the fourth debate going like, well, I don't know, but, well, that was a good point. But then again, there is that. Like, you knew who you were voting for. You knew from day one. So,
What about the angle? There was a lot coming from the Hillary Clinton camp that Trump is bad for children. And they had a lot of ads that said, you know, children are watching this guy
oh, we all know
talk.
that children 5 and 6 years old are always tuning into the debates. That's what I did when I was a kid. I remember Watergate like it was unbelievable. I was sitting there, I was like 3 years old, just taking it in. Yeah, I was just like, wow, this guy's going to get impeached. This is the most amazing thing that's happened in my 3-year-old life.
So as a child, you were not that interested in politics, and you don't think children are in general?
I don't. I know there's so much stuff that's going on. It's a really weird time. I just hope people stop yelling at each other. And there's a bunch of just crazy stuff out there. They're saying that, you know, racist white people voted for Trump. And, you know, maybe some people did. But I just think my experience being on the road is a lot of white people like racism, like it doesn't track with them because it's not in their life.
Right. Right.
So it's like our clothes, you know. You just, oh, can I afford this? Is anybody going to make fun of me if I wear this? You don't think about the person who like sews it together for like a month for $1, right? He wants to jump out the window, you know? Yeah, so that's how people look at it. So, because I noticed, like, when I was on the road, I'd be like, yo, this guy's got people yelling the N-word out at his rallies. What about that? And, like, white people be like, yeah, well, you know, I'm not about that. You know, I definitely don't condone that. But Hillary, well, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I learned. It's like people give a about what's going to, like, affect them. So, I don't know. It's not a fun time. It isn't.
Again.
It's not a...
Again, lovely having you here.
Not a... It's like
I thought you were going to sing a song.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are going to say. I hope that all this screaming and yelling is going to stop. And, you know, I hope people step outside themselves a little. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they will.
I don't know.
This is the awkward part of the conversation.
A little bit of an uptick at the end. You're like, I don't know.
Well, fortunately, after that film, as we all know, everything in 2020 and 2021 was great. There was nothing, no issues in the world at all
whatsoever.
of any kind. So, Bill Burr's great.
He is great. Let us know down in the comments what you thought of this. Obviously, it's always great getting a little shout out from Bill Burr about Canada.
Yeah. And we do all ride mooses.
I was gonna say that was my next
for
point.
him to say we don't ride mooses.
I don't know what
that's
is
insanity.
his issue. I took a moose Uber the other day.
Yeah, how do you get around in the States if you're not on mooses?
Yeah, I don't use cars or motorcycles. Just nothing but moose.
Weird statement, bro.
Moose horsepower.
How many moose power is that?
Good stuff. Guys, if you have any suggestions for us to watch, please hashtag my request down below in the comment section with a link to your video, and we will do our best to get to that video. And anything else, Ryan?
Like, share, and subscribe. When you hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications because we post content all the time. We don't want you to miss it.
Don't forget about the Canadian show.
Check them out, guys. It's good stuff.
That's it for our show today, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Later, guys.